So, very important point here. This is something that in my classroom I get really annoyed about, and it is a word that all of my students dare not mention in class because they know that they will get detention for bringing the word up. I'm going to tell you about the 3 words that I don't like any of my students using because they've become a word that everybody uses incorrectly, okay? The first one is the one that really I want to just tell you about, just to make sure that nobody is out there using it, because I don't want you looking like a moron for using it. And that the first one of the 3 would be finito. Now folks, finito, for some reason, Spanish people think it's an English word, and they go around using it with English people thinking they're speaking to you in Oxford English. Finito is not an English word, and if you look in the Spanish dictionary, finito does not appear anywhere. It might be Italian, it might be, God knows. I don't know what language it is, but it's definitely not Spanish, and it's definitely not English. And I've had Spanish people that have said to me, I only know 3 words in English: hello, goodbye, and finito. And I go, well, out of those 3, one of them you've just made up. And it's a word that I can go out with my father into a restaurant, and when I've finished my main course, they will come up to me, they will look me in the eye, and they will ask me if I've finished, and they will say the correct Spanish word for finished, which is terminado. They will look at me and they would say, terminado, and I will say, sí, and then they will look at my father, sat in front of me, and they will go, finito, and he will go, finito. And I think, you guys are talking to each other in Jockanese, okay? So it's a word that they think is English. You have heard it now so many times, you think it's Spanish, and it doesn't exist, okay? It's a made-up word, a confusion that has happened over time. The correct thing for you to say always for finished is terminado. And in class, you can hear a gasp whenever any of my students has to say, in only 2 weeks the car was finished, which is en solo 2 semanas el coche estaba terminado. And you can hear them by accident say, en solo 2 semanas el coche estaba finito. And you can hear the class go, oh, he said the F word. Yes, you don't say the F word. Otherwise, I will say the F word back to you. So finito doesn't exist, so please forget totally that word. Erase it from your memory. And every time a Spaniard says it to you, just say terminado back. The second one that you're using incorrectly is completo. Now, completo does exist in the Spanish dictionary. It means complete. But for some reason, petrol station people have started using it with English people because they believe that in England, you would go to the BP petrol station and put a tiger in your tank and say, complete my car, please. Which you wouldn't. So at a petrol station, again, I've been out with my father where I go to a petrol station and I'm in my dad's car and they will say to me, Lleno, full. Lleno. At a petrol station, you've got 2 options. You can say lleno por favor, full please, or llénalo, fill it up. You're using it as a verb and saying llena, dropping the R as an order, llénalo, fill it up. Or you can say lleno, that you want it full. Or you can just, say, do it yourself, pump it in yourself. But the word completo would never ever a Spaniard go to a petrol station and say, complete my car. Completo is used for a jigsaw puzzle if you want to tell somebody that all the pieces are there. It's complete, está completo. A hotel when there's no rooms available, el hotel está completo. You may have even seen it on car parks that it's completely booked, completo. But you cannot use it for filling up your car with petrol, okay? I don't know where this has come from, so please say lleno or llénalo if you want to say fill it up. Third word, which again, a lot of people, I try and erase this in my classroom right at the beginning, is when you hear people that have obviously never had any lessons asking a Spaniard, es posible, es posible. The plumber will come and they'll say, es posible mañana, es posible. And they tend to go, es posible, and raise this shoulder like that, es posible. What is this es posible? What is this? You don't ever say es posible, okay? You would say, puedes, can you? So can you come tomorrow? Puedes venir mañana to the plumber. Can I reserve a table? Can I book a table? Puedo reservar una mesa? But not es posible una mesa. Because in Spain, if you say to a plumber, es posible miércoles, is it possible on Wednesday? He'll say, yeah, it's possible. I'm not coming, but it's possible. There's a possibility when I get home, my wife will be waiting for me with open arms and a negligee. It's possible, but it ain't going to happen. But there is a possibility there, okay? So one thing is asking, can you, puedes, and es posible, which is just a sign always that the person has never had any lessons. Because right at the beginning, we learned to say, puedo pagar con tarjeta, can I pay with a card? Puedo pagar, aquí, can I pay here? Asking if I'm allowed to pay with my card here. But es posible, even though they'll understand you, it's just very, very bad and it sounds like you've never had any lessons. But out of those three, the one that I want you to please spread the word that you're talking in Japanese is finito. For goodness sake, what is this? Check your dictionary if you don't believe me.